Hey folks, Big Deano here again. This time taking a look at the much anticipated 2.0 of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yeah, this guy I like. But yeah, as always, let's start off with the box, shall we? Before I start talking about him and his long golden hair. So, regular release box, because it is, of course, a regular release. And again, I can't talk tonight. Sorry, it's late. We've got the silver Tamashii sticker, because of course it's not web exclusive. Bandai 2017. You've got Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku on the side. Same on that bit there. Some pictures. That face looks pretty much nothing like that, by the way. And the obligatory product shots on the back. And yeah, I must say this guy has came out probably better than what his promo shots looked like. Yeah, I'm very happy with him, to be quite honest. Especially the hair, although a lot of people won't agree. Bottom just has him powering up and doing the dragon fist just there. And yeah, just, is that just one? Yeah, there's just one thing of the blurb, which is, you know, different. Yeah, let's get that out of the way, shall we? Because what we're really here for is Goku. And I just realised part of the scenery is in the way. Let's try and get rid of that as much as we can. There we go. So yeah, in terms of accessories, it comes with a fair bit. Not as much as the original. Well, I say not as much. He comes with a bit more face-wise, but the effect parts are missing. So, the effect part wasn't that great anyway, so no big loss. First face we have is a smirking face, which I think it's not technically the first time they've given us a smirking Goku. We did get one with Super Saiyan Blue, but I much prefer the open mouth grinning face. We have gritted mouth angry face. We have open mouth angry face. Bizarrely, those two, neither of them are actually looking to the side, which is a bit strange. And the other face, of course, is this one. Ooh, that's getting quite dark. The, the light must not be shining on it far enough. Yeah, that one is looking to the side. They've obviously taken that from the very first time he became a Super Saiyan. But yeah, it looks good. And I really quite like it. A lot of people don't like the fact that the only stern face is looking off to the side, but yeah, what are you going to do? You've got quite a few options. And Goku was quite cocky in Super Saiyan 3, so most of the time I'll probably have this one on, to be quite honest. He comes with the Halo accessory, same as the original. And it's actually quite a bit thinner than the original, so I would be very, very careful with this. I had to put some amount of force to take it off, which is why I'm not putting it back in. The peg hole is in the same place as the original. You can just about make it out there. Because the hair is the same sculpt. I think they've retooled the ball joint areas slightly to make it a bit more, you know, sturdy. But apart from that, it's the same one. Just much better body and colour. He comes with quite a lot of hands, actually. You've got Ki Blast hands. You've got Karate Chop sort of hands, or Flight Pose hands. You've got the martial arts posy hands, which every Goku seems to come with, and I don't like them because the fingers are far too splayed apart. You've got the Kamehameha hands, too many ha's in there. which again I'm not a fan of. They're too clenched. And finally, bizarrely, we get not one, but two instant transmission hands. I don't know why. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is the scene in Dragon Ball Super where he catches Trunks' sword with his, well, two finger hands. That's a bit strange. I can either smell a reissue of this guy with a logo, which, I mean, let's be honest. A bit of a rant here in the middle of the video. Tamashii really should have just given him the logo. They should be focusing on Super just now. But yeah, anyway. I digress. Probably means we'll be getting a Trunks, which would make sense because we're getting Goku Black. Spoilers. I think he's coming out in March. And he comes with a rosy head, which I'm very, very happy with. Just while I'm here, yes, they did actually remember the black inside the eyes. It's very strange. Super Saiyan 3 Goku was the only Super Saiyan 3, not that we've seen many, we've only seen two, whose eyes had black pupils. Weird. Yeah, let's get on to the figure, shall we? Before I drone on too much again. He does come with a stand. Just the obligatory stand, which is becoming a bit of a rarity these days. I mean, Tamashii really needs to up their game because pretty much every single competitor they've got gives it a stand away for free now with every single figure. We're talking Mafex, Revoltech, and Figma. They all give away stands. I don't see why Tamashii feels the need to charge for it, but then they are a branch of Bandai, and we all know what they're like. Anyway, so on to Goku. Can I get him to stand? Yes, I can with relative ease. Yeah, he's far more stable than the original. Unfortunately, I don't have the original to compare. Mine's has vanished, unfortunately. It got accidentally thrown in the bin, which I'm sure a few of you probably cringed at. But hey, oh, at least it was the ugly Super Saiyan 3 Goku and not like the SDCC one. But yeah, as you can see, he stands really well. Can I actually get that looking down a bit more? I didn't expect the height difference to take as much effect. I thought it would look cool being on the stand. There we go. So as you can see, he leans forward ever so slightly, but I mean not enough to actually notice. And he's relatively stable. I mean, if you hit him, he is going to go tumbling, but hey, he's pretty decent. In terms of paint apps, unfortunately, it is a little bit lacking. They seem to have put all of their money into the hair, which it's much nicer to look at in person. I mean, it's coming across really shiny in the camera light, but I mean, it's really nice. I don't know why people don't like it. I think they were all put off by the premium colour figures, but honestly, the sheen on this isn't as harsh, as the premium colour ones, and there's not as much shading. I mean, it's natural highlights from light. Yeah, I like it. I kind of wish all the Super Saiyans now had this, to be quite honest. It looks a lot better in person, trust me. It's nowhere near as glossy either. But yeah, all the paint apps clearly went to the hair because the rest of the figure, apart from, I don't know who at Tamashii thinks that putting a big blob of black in the groin area is a good idea for shading. I mean, it just looks as if he's peed himself, to be quite honest. Not anywhere near as bad on my figure as I've seen on some reviews, to be honest. I think I got off lucky there. But I mean, even the Vegeta, the Scouter Vegeta that I showed off, that's got the same problem. I don't know why. Anyway, I am rambling on way too much. So let's go on to articulation, shall we? The hair, as I said before, it seems to have been slightly retooled because it's very, very tight and very difficult to move. I can remember the original, you used to be able to move all of this to the side and have it quite wavy. You can kind of get it going the other way, but really not much. And you really can't push it down, and I don't want to push it any further in case it gets loose again, like the original did. The neck peg is, I'll show you. The faceplate is completely different to the original. I don't know why they keep changing them, to be honest. Even the actual peg, it's still a reinforced peg, but they've redesigned it completely. So yeah, and unfortunately I'm not going to pop it off because I don't want to strain it, but you can't even take the full neck off. I don't know how customizers are going to customize a normal Goku or a Super Saiyan Goku. I'm personally not going to bother trying. I was going to until I found out how the pegs worked. But they've reversed the ball joint at the neck. So instead of every other Goku where it where the ball joint is in the chest going into the neck, the ball joint is now on the neck going into the chest. I can't see why they did that, apart from making sure we couldn't customize it so that we had to buy the obvious re-releases of Super Saiyan and normal Gokus down the line. But yeah, there is a way to do it, but that involves taking the entire chest piece off and unscrewing the peg and swapping it out with the Warrior Awakening one, which I'm not going to do. But yeah, I'm getting far too ahead of myself. Let's pop this on. The rest of these faces are incredibly tight. The smirking one's alright because that's the one that comes on them in the package, but the rest of them are so tight. So yeah, you can look up really far, which means flight poses are not an issue. You can look down relatively well, and that peg, that neck joint is actually holding up pretty well. He's not got much of a side to side, to be quite honest with you, but not that you really need it with a Goku. He goes up like so. The old school sort of flappy bits here, no other way to describe it, still get in the way. That joint in there, it's completely different to it used to be. I think that's the one they're using for all the 2.0s now. It's that sort of ball joint into a cup, which is alright. It kind of does butterfly joint, but not too much. You can get about that forward. Double jointed elbow, but because of the muscle, he gets just past 90. Full range of swivel, and you will notice no more monkey arms. He's actually the normal length of arms. I've waited for a Goku that can do that. He now has ab crunch. They have split the abs. They're no longer any pull-up joints. He can only go down that far though. He can go back quite a bit and swivel, all the rest of it. The hands, before I forget, just the regular old ball joint, so you can do that. The legs, now the legs are amazing. There's pretty much no hindrance whatsoever. He can kick out that far. In fact, I'll show it on both sides. He can kick out that far, pretty much do the splits. He can kick completely unhindered forward, which is something the Vegeta couldn't do. Completely back, unhindered. And he even has a swivel here, which is good. I'm really impressed with that. Really, really impressed. Double jointed knees. A bit better than the original used to be, but let's be honest, not by much. There's still quite a gap in the top and bottom. But, I mean, you're not really going to notice it much, are you? And they've still reused the same boots. Someday they're going to redo these. I can feel it. But you get toe, and you get the obligatory swivel, and up and down, and all the rest of it, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I know this video was dragged on quite a bit, so before I leave you, I'm just going to pop him on the stand just to make sure he doesn't go flying anywhere, and we'll just do a little bit of comparisons, shall we? Because as I said before, I can't find the bootleg Super Saiyan 3 Gokus, and I don't have the original anymore, so I can't do a comparison of that. But what I can do is a comparison of Warrior Awakening Goku and the original mould, which is being presented by my custom Super Saiyan Goku, the Warrior Awakening head and bit of paint job. So yeah, this body mold far superior to that one. I really can't stand this one anymore, to be completely honest. And they have actually retooled the original Warrior Awakening hip piece, which I really thought they would just reuse. But the legs on the original do not swivel. This new one does. They've put the swivel up there. On this one, he swiveled down at the knee, which I always thought was a bit bizarre. But yeah, guys, in case you're wondering, this is that is the Super Saiyan head for this, and this head is taken from the STCC Namek Saga Goku. This guy's on my display doing a spirit bomb, in case you were wondering. But yeah, guys, would I recommend this guy? Absolutely. This is actually the first figure in a long while that I would wholeheartedly recommend that you get. Definitely. If nothing else, just for the body mold. And I very much look forward to Super Saiyan God Goku, even if he is going to be mustard yellow. Tamashi, when will you learn? I'll see you later on, folks.